San Francisco, home to over 800,000 people, 200,000 cars, and roughly 49 square miles of buildings. And the numbers continue to grow. Before becoming famous for its diverse culture and beautiful attractions, San Francisco was an open stretch of estuary, salt marshes, dunes, and coastal prairie. The once unbroken landscape remains home to almost 400 species of birds, about half of all bird species found in North America. The city sits along the Pacific Flyway, and migratory birds rest or stop here on their journeys north and south. Others live here year-round, supported by the rich marine ecosystem, which is driven by coastal upwelling, diverse wetlands, and upland habitats. But as the natural environment has changed, so too have the dangers. And one particular danger to birds goes literally unseen. Glass collisions kill hundreds of millions of birds every year. The exact number is unknown, but recent studies place it as high as 1 billion deaths annually, and that's North America alone. Birds cannot recognize glass. When windows are transparent, birds see directly through to the inside environment. Possible perches, plants, food, or water can all attract a bird, causing an unnecessary collision. Their fragile bodies often do not survive the impact. When windows are mirrored, it often reflects the surrounding habitat, and birds fly into the glass thinking it is open sky. Buildings with large glass facades, or many windows that are near urban bird habitats, such as parks or the bay, pose special risks. Studies have shown that birds are most likely to collide with a building between ground level and the first 60 feet, when they are in search of food, water, and shelter. When the sun sets, the city presents a new set of dangers. Birds have evolved to be sensitive to light. Nighttime migrants navigate thousands of miles using the faint lights of the moon and the stars. The intense artificial lighting of houses and cities can distract and disorient the many bird species that travel over San Francisco. Fog can increase the artificial light glow and pull birds off course and down into the city. Drawn into light beams, many birds will fly in circles until they either collide with a structure or collapse from exhaustion. Others may die when the sun rises and the bird finds itself in an unfamiliar metropolitan area. Even the birds that survive may suffer as they continue their migration, from having wasted precious energy while trapped in the city. The ever-expanding human presence in the Bay Area has made the struggle for survival much greater for resident and migrating birds. We have converted their habitats to cities and structures, taken away the places where they once foraged and roosted in peace, and erected buildings, communication towers, and wind turbines that present threats of collisions. The Pacific Flyway extends from Argentina in the south up through Alaska in the north. Along the flyway, millions of birds vie for survival in once pristine environments that are now inhabited by people in our cities. Truly, bird safety is more than a local issue. It is an international one that has impacts on healthy bird populations throughout the world. While urban areas aren't going away, there are ways to reduce their impacts. Many individuals and organizations, including the Golden Gate Audubon Society, the American Bird Conservancy, and the San Francisco Planning Department, work together to create the standards for bird-safe buildings. These standards set requirements for certain buildings near important wildlife areas and provide information to the public about how to reduce collision risks. In July 2011, the city of San Francisco took a bold step forward by putting the standards into law. Implementing the standards involves incorporating innovative or energy-efficient designs into proposed buildings. Using less glass near waterways, green spaces, and parks alone will prevent many collisions. The Federal Building and the DeYoung Museum, both equipped with unique facades, demonstrate that a building can be bird-safe without sacrificing aesthetics. Simple changes to existing buildings are also encouraged. Covering windows and doors with special films to reduce transparency, and turning off unnecessary lights are just a few of the easy and practical ways to reduce fatalities. You too can help make your building or home safer. Use window screens or apply decorative decals to help a bird recognize the presence of glass. Turning off bright lights and drawing blinds during spring and fall migration seasons ensures greater safety and also saves energy. Be conscious of plants and food placed near windows, and remind others to do the same. This problem is not unique to the San Francisco Bay Area. Collisions occur all over the world. Our lives depend on birds. They pollinate our crops, fertilize the soil, and reduce insects and disease. When we lose them, we lose the ecological services they provide. A sustainable future requires diverse and healthy avian populations. That is why San Francisco is to be congratulated for taking the first step in making cities safer for birds.